My neighbor kept parking in my driveway after I told him to stop, so I parked my school bus in front of his garage and left for summer break. I'm a school bus driver, have been for 6 years now. My neighbor knew that. He saw me leave every morning at 6:30, saw me come back around 4. He knew my schedule better than most people, which made it even more insulting that he kept parking in my driveway like it was community property. It started maybe 8 months ago. I'd come home and his car would be sitting there, blocking everything. First time, I knocked on his door. He came out, apologized, moved it right away. No problem. But then it happened again, and again, and again. I asked him nicely, "Hey, I really need you to stop parking in my driveway. It's getting old." And he'd nod, say sorry, promise it wouldn't happen again. Then I'd come home 2 days later, and there it was, his car, my driveway. I tried leaving notes. I tried texting him. I even talked to his wife once, thinking maybe she didn't know. She just gave me this tight smile and said, "I'll let him know." Nothing changed. The worst part? He'd give me this little wave when he saw me, like we were buddies, like he wasn't doing exactly what I'd asked him not to do over and over. I started parking on the street, hauling my groceries an extra 50 feet, missing deliveries because the truck couldn't pull in. And every single time, I'd see him through his window, just going about his day like he hadn't inconvenienced me at all. By the time May rolled around, I was done being nice. Last day of school was a Friday. The kids were screaming, throwing papers, signing yearbooks. Parents were honking and waving. Teachers were practically sprinting to their cars. I did my afternoon route, dropped off the last kid, and headed back to the depot like always. Except when I got there, I didn't park the bus in the lot. I drove it home, pulled up to my street, and sure enough, his car was in my driveway, sitting there like it belonged. I didn't even slow down. I drove that 40-foot school bus right up to his house and parked it directly in front of his garage, close enough that he couldn't open the door even a crack. Then I turned it off, grabbed my bag, and walked inside. I was pouring a drink when I heard him outside. "What the hell?" I looked through the window. He was standing in his driveway, staring at the bus like it had personally insulted him. He knocked on my door, hard. "You can't park that here? Move it right now!" I opened the door halfway, smiled. "Oh, sorry, just for a sec." His jaw dropped. "Are you serious? I need to get in my garage." I shrugged. "Relax, man. It's not a big deal." He pointed at the bus. "That thing is massive. You can't just—" "I'll move it when I'm ready," I said. Then I closed the door. He stood there for a minute, probably waiting for me to come back out. I didn't. He knocked again. I turned on the TV. The next morning, I loaded up my car and left for my summer trip. 2 weeks at my brother's cabin. No cell service. No interruptions. Just me, the lake, and a lot of overdue relaxation. I didn't think about him once. I came back mid-June, tan, rested, ready for whatever. The bus was still there, exactly where I left it. Bright yellow, impossible to miss. And my driveway? Empty. I saw my neighbor the next day. He was getting his mail, and when he saw me, he just froze. I walked over. "Hey, hope you had a good few weeks." He stared at me. "You left that thing there for 2 weeks." "Yeah," I said. "Summer break. Needed some time off." His face went red. "I couldn't get in my garage. I had to park on the street. My wife had to move everything around. Do you have any idea how—" "That sounds frustrating," I said. "Must have been annoying, huh? Having to deal with someone blocking your space." He stopped talking, just looked at me. "Anyway," I said, "I'm gonna move it now. Just wanted to let you know." I walked to the bus, climbed in, started it up, and drove it back to the depot. The engine roared. A couple neighbors came out to watch. I gave them a wave. When I got home, I pulled into my driveway, and it stayed empty. He never parked there again.